Hey folks, I hope you all enjoyed your weekend, and I hope you're dealing with better weather than I have been the past couple of days. It is currently 29 degrees outside right now, and my car is covered in snow, which is a far cry from about a week ago when it was up to 60. So I'm desperately hoping that we get back into the higher temperatures sometime soon, because I want to get out there and do some fishing. But instead, I've been spending more time inside, and I've actually gone through some of my older footage from last year that I haven't had a chance to release yet. And in today's video, I'm going to show actually two circumstances where I had really difficult days out on the water, both for the fishing and also for the weather conditions. I did not flip my kayak. I did not have that happen at all this past year. The Vibe Yellowfin 100 was extremely stable, and it got me out of some tough situations. But I thought it would be interesting to take a look at those days, show you what the kayak actually went through and was able to take, and also to show you a learning experience that, I had to go through as a kayak fisherman to know what days that sometimes it's better just to turn around and go home because the weather's so bad. And, there was decisions that I made that weren't so good, and other ones that were good, other ones that get me back to the shore safely. So I thought this would be a little bit, different pace of a video, but I thought you might get a kick out of it. And I hope you all enjoy it far more than I did making it on those tough days. All right, folks, we are out again with the kayak today, and it definitely took less time. We've got the system down a lot better now. And we are at the lovely Canada's Lake today. We're going to be going down a path here in a minute. And I scoped the place out yesterday, and it seemed like it was going to be just okay to get this kayak down there. This is a kayak launch, but there's like a series of routes before you get to the water that kind of like make it a little bit hard to get to for somebody with wheels. But it's definitely made more for like two people carrying a kayak. But we're going to try it. We're going to try to get down there, and hopefully we won't have anything too disastrous happen. This is really pretty in through here. I tried shore fishing here yesterday. There just isn't a ton of room. It's a nice little spot. They got this bench over here. You can't call it a park because it's not a park. It's just this little area right here. Oh my goodness, is it choppy. Holy cow. Well, it looks rough. Man. I think they got the forecast wrong. I'm gonna try it. I gotta try it. Well, guys, this is the actual test of the Vibe Yellowfin 100. This was a bit of a poor decision on my part. And the swells out here at Canada's Lake are much worse than I thought they were going to be. I don't know if I'm going to do any fishing today, but I think I'm going to right now focus on giving this kayak a good test to see how rough a water she can handle. The only reason why I'm doing this is the water seems pretty warm today, and I'm going to be staying, 20 feet from shore, 20, 30 feet from shore, honestly. So far, I haven't felt like I was going to flip yet. I'm going to say yet. But this is definitely difficult in a boat this small. I think it would be better if I had a larger boat for waves like this. A 10-footer is just not handling it that well. Now, as far as this individual kayak though, like I'm saying, this is still holding up really well. I'm just getting bumped around. I think the water's actually calming down a bit, guys. Alright, so I put a Rapala DT10 on here. We're probably not going to get anything today whatsoever, but you know what? I got to try. Ooh, here we go. Not getting that much water in the kayak, actually, which is a good thing. Whoa. Oh boy. Whoa. Yep, it's time to get off the water. Whoa. Oh. That was a good decision. And honestly, I don't like the idea of chickening out, but I also don't like the idea of drowning. So I think that was a good decision to get off the water when we did. Not fun in a 10-foot kayak. But at any rate, we gave it a shot. We casted. I think I got a bit more of a feel. There is a lot of greenery in the water, so I think it's going to be a lot of spinner baits and staying shallow with the whopper ploppers when we're closer to shore. Maybe on the calmer days I'll be able to venture further out and we'll put on like a DT16 or a Strike King 6XD. But for today, I think that about wraps it up. That's a big water snake. Hello folks, today we are out testing a new spot. I have wanted to kayak Hemlock Lake for a long time. It's absolutely beautiful. This is one of our local reservoir lakes, so the water is extremely clear. And it's just beautiful scenery as far as the eye can see around here. And we finally picked a fairly decent day. The wind's not too bad. The waters in Hemlock and Candidus lakes can get really choppy even with lower wind speeds, but today I think it's going to be just manageable, and we're gonna hopefully catch something. I don't really know where the fish are going to be hanging out whatsoever, because even fishing from the shores, I haven't had much luck in Hemlock this year. But we're going to hopefully change that today. So let's try some different things out. The only problem that I'm seeing so far as where the fish could be, is there isn't a lot of cover up near the shores. There's really not too many spots where there is tree limbs overhanging, because the water level is really low right now. The water level gets a lot lower later in the season. And right now I'm not seeing any great spots where fish can group up. But that's okay, because we might fish deep today. It's probably going to be a bit different of a fishing day. I really wanted to come out here today for a new experience. We had, a great fishing trip going to Cayuga Lake the last time. So now I was kind of open to trying something where I wasn't sure it was going to work. And because I don't know too much about this lake. I've fished it from the shore for the past, I guess, 2.5 years is all I've been fishing here. And I've never really caught anything that great. But I see the fish all the time. There's definitely 20-inch largemouth in here, seeing them swimming around. We're probably going to have to resort to our deep divers. The water underneath us right now, not really any big weeds coming up from the bottom, which is great for the deep diving crankbaits. There's a few strands here and there, but much better than most lakes. All right, well, what the heck? Might as well get out the, oh, I can see the, oh my goodness, it is so clear. Look at how clear it is. I mean, that's still 6 or 7 feet of water. We're seeing the bottom, no problem. Yeah, what the heck? Let's start off with some stuff. We're actually coming into some decent patches of grass right now. Definitely some vegetation through here, and very, you know, pretty thin vegetation, but enough to definitely add to it for the fish. Now there, like over there, that's a pretty thick area right there. We like that. We're gonna be hearing a lot of that today. Yeah, see, this is what we're talking about right here. We're definitely gonna be hanging around spots like this because this is some cover. We like cover. Fish like cover. So as I understand it, Hemlock has one of the better smallmouth populations around. That's like one of their big things. Smallmouth and trout. There is definitely largemouth in here. There's chain pickerel in here. I've actually caught either 1 or 2 chain pickerel in this lake. And I'm never just all about catching the bass. You know, I mean, I love doing the bass fishing, but if I can catch a nice chain pickerel, I'm 100% going to take that and love it. We just want to catch fish. If I can catch a single fish out here today, other than a rock bass, then this will be a successful trip. Because I have caught rock bass in this lake. It's one of the few things you can catch just about anywhere and not have to worry about trying for it usually. If you see them, you can catch them. So much for 9-mile-per-hour winds, guys. It's pretty crazy, but not so bad that I'll have to turn back. But it's hard fishing. My boat keeps wanting to go the way it wants to go, which is towards the shore. It makes it hard to cast towards the shore when I have to keep repositioning every, 5 casts. Well, I made the decision to try and cross to the other side, and of course the wind has got to pick up the second I make that decision. So it's going to be a bit of a choppy ride getting over there, folks. But I want to see if the wind cooperates on the other side and it pushes us away from the shore rather than towards it. Because if that's the case, we might have a lot more steady fishing over on this side. Whoa. Well, the wind just got twice as bad, and I might be in trouble. I'm trying to go into the wind where these waves are coming from so that they're not hitting the side of my kayak. So this just goes to show you the weather people really don't know what they're doing. It was supposed to max out around 8 or 9 miles per hour. I'm heading into, I don't know, 25, 30 mile an hour gust right now. The problem is I'm not able to make a lot of forward progress to the other side of the lake. A, because the waves are sending me backwards, and B, because I have to go at an angle. I can't just head straight across. I have to go at an angle in order to take these waves head on. Because yeah, it increases the seasickness, but it's a lot easier to take waves like this without an issue. Because you got a boat in front of you and behind you, it's a lot more stable than if you try to take them to the side. The wind just totally stopped. These waves should settle down soon. Oh, all right, they're already settling down, good. Oh. Oh, we made it. That was a quite an adventure. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set up my anchor and relax for a little bit, and then we're gonna get to fishing this side. And I think we actually got a little bit of cover from the wind here, so this might turn out to be a good decision after all. That's not fair. Well, it's been about 10 seconds. I actually just noticed that we got so wronged with this, it's ridiculous. The waves are now coming at our back again, and it's still throwing us into the shore. It must be the way that the wind's coming in. So not great, but I guess we're gonna deal with it. All right. Right now, the wind is a lot calmer than what it was when we first started our trek across. So we're still getting some bad waves out here, but it is definitely better. But I want to take this opportunity while the wind isn't too bad to get back across the other side. I'm not going to stop fishing because where we were really wasn't that bad. I just had an issue with fishing where I kept getting thrown into the shoreline. But over here, it's the same way. I guess the way that the waves are arcing outwards, they're just endlessly crashing straight into the shores today instead of at an angle. So it's hard to keep the kayak where we want to keep it. And I should say that I'm not having like a stability issue. I'm pretty rooted in place. You know, I'm not feeling like I'm going to flip over. You just have to be conscious of what you're doing out here. No way. No, it's got to be a snag. Oh, it's got to be a snag. A really bad snag. Huh. Look at that. It's got to be at least a 50-incher right there. Whoa. Oh, that really felt like a bite. That was the first thing all day it's felt like a bite. So I guess there turned out to be a lot more foliage than I thought, which is good for using the spinners right here, but not for anything else. I was hoping we were going to start seeing some fish, but we haven't seen anything over a sunfish all day. Bass. Bass, 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 bass. Oh, we got him. No way.